Today a little short video. There was a porch pad here that they knocked out. They're going to put a different pad on top. And I had to just come around and lay some blocks around it, plaster it up a little bit. I'm going to show you how I did it. Well, today's job, they took a little stoop down. They just want me to put some block around, and then they're going to fill it in and pour a little concrete on top. So they got this little stoop. I guess the steps went down here, whatever they're going to do. But I just got to put some block in here so they could put it, bring it up on top. And usually you don't have 4 or 5 inches between here and the top, enough to put a carpet under maybe, whatever they're going to do. So I'm just going to lay the blocks. First thing I'm going to do is lay them out dry, just to see where I'm at. Just like that. See how this all fits together. I have to cut it right here. Alright, let's see. That's good there. Let's see. That's good there. Need one more for over there.
Try to straighten it out. I tried to take all the concrete off there, but
Yeah, that's good. That's good. We're just gonna do this. Take this off. That's it. That's that. This is gonna fit over here. Perfect. Now this is a small job, so we're just gonna use the Premix blend that it has a sand and everything in it already. All you do is add water. That's it. I'm ready to go. Now we're not going to make a big deal out of this. We're just going to lay the block right in there. Some of this cement is a little stiff. That's about it. That's good. That's good. And lay this one back here. On there. Let's see how these two are. I'm gonna go down a little bit. Okay. One here. you see me using hard cement, that's because it's 30-some degrees out here. If you use soft cement, it's no good. Nothing wants to, everything is cold, nothing wants to stick. You gotta do what you can do. That's good. Leave that be. I'm gonna fill right in between these holes. This down. I want this level with that over there. That's what I want. And that's level. Right there. That's good. There, there, there. That's it. Now before I go fill it in, I can tell that this is already out of square. We got 40 3/4. What do we got here? 40 1/2. So we're going to cheat a little bit. Bring that out of here. And this is, you got to learn to cheat. 40 and 45 3/4 and 45 3/4. This was an inch difference. So I kind of hung it out over the end here. I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to fill in the centers. Now we know we're going to be nailing boards on this tomorrow. I want to get this filled in so it ain't going to be moving that much. But I also want to fill in these holes right here. See them? Just use anything, any kind of junk, anything that fits. See that? Fill these holes up. Just like that. Got the top all done. I didn't bring my sprayer, but I'm going to wet it first with the sponge. And then I'm just going to give it a quick coat of plaster. That way when they go over it again, if they come to go over it for the second time, you won't have all those big ridges. So something like this, I always wet it first, and then I plaster it. I need a little concoction up, and I just plaster it up. That's all, no big deal. Gonna have to go over this again. I want to kind of feather it in. Maybe I'll get away with that. I don't know. I mixed some rapid set in here. Because it's awful cold out, I want it to go faster. Just like that. Going on, I put this rapid set in here and I'm just going to sponge it off. It's going a little faster. See that? Might have to go over it again, but I don't really care. I could kind of paint it with Portland if I want it. See that? That's all. If it cracks or something, I could fix it. But whether it's a finish coat or first coat, it doesn't matter. It's all going to come out at the end. That is mostly it. I'm just going to, fix the top up a little so cement slides over the top when they pour it, and that's it. All done. So now what they're going to do is they're going to form this and pour a pad in here and then steps on the other side, and that's it. I'm going to explain a little bit more about this job because in the next video I'm coming back and I'm putting the concrete stoop or the concrete top upon it. When I'm working in the winter time, sometimes I'll add some of that rapid set mortar mix to that S-mortar that was pre-made to make it go faster. But a common mistake to look for, and I see a lot of young guys do it because they don't know any better. When you first lay your block, it has holes in them. When I pour concrete, I block the holes up and then I cover it with the shingle or maybe some black paper because I don't want that concrete going down in those holes. Because when you pour your concrete and it goes down the holes, you're going to get a crack right here because the concrete, what you did was put the same concrete on the stoop and you have it going down the blocks, and these blocks are going to crack. So I'm going to show you an example of that right now. Here's what I'm talking about. You see this porch right here? What happened is when they poured it, the concrete knitted to the block and you get a crack right through. So when I pour the concrete, you got to put the thing on and the concrete slides on top and you don't get those cracks. Now if you looked at that, that's the reason I don't do it. Now in California, maybe they do it, but I always put a barrier between it because when that concrete expands and contracts in the summer and winter like this, you want it sliding over the top, just like a set of railroad tracks over gravel. Same thing. It has to be able to move. You don't want this concrete touching anything. When you have concrete touching stuff, that's when you're going to get your cracks. So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to show you some scenes from the next video on what I'm doing here.